Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. That ain't right. Hello, everybody. It's Ferret, the business ferret. Oh my god. All right, game. Chill. It's Ferret, the business ferret. And today, we're back with more Vampyr. I was working on making a couple of changes behind the scenes. I will work on that more tomorrow or Friday, probably Friday. But anyway, last time we got bitten by a vampire, and now we are in a hospital. We work at a hospital now, and we finally took a nap. So let's just continue on. Like, we really haven't done much. Oops.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I give it water? That would be cool. Yeah, we got through. We're at the end of the tutorial.
To collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
I'm getting a phone call. This is awkward. I will be right back. All right, well, that was awkward. 5 seconds in, and I'm like, yeah, we're good. Yeah, no, it turns out it was a phone call asking you to do a survey.
How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
It has
Our
been...
supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
no antiseptics at all?
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
No,
I may
that's
have
fair.
a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have.
I mean...
Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Hey, hold up.
Yes, Doctor?
How is
Exactly
this
how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
terrible?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the
Oh,
quarantine...
good for him.
Well, we're in God's hands.
Where's the
Please,
morgue?
could you point me in the direction of the morgue?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital.
Don't you ever
Why
rest?
do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep is dangerous.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
When do you
Your
sleep?
dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
All right,
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
crazy lady. So that's our place. I love how we're special enough to get our own office. Everyone else gotta share. We're so special, we get that. Bottle of cheap gin in a small bottle. Neat. Okay, so that's some internal stuff. A photograph of internal organs, I should say. All right. It's really cool being level 6. I can go smacky. I don't think there's anything up here. Right? Last time we were here, last night, we were like, oh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hey, look, hallway.
It's locked.
That's locked.
Not now.
No? Okay. I understand.
Yes, Doctor?
Oh, this is Dr. Crane. We know nothing about her. She is worth quite a bit. So all of these people are not in great shape. Somehow this group actually seems to have gotten better. Delaney, that was the no, Hampton's the priest. I don't know. I don't remember who Delaney is.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
Damn.
Anything new from you,
Good
sir?
evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Hey! Real cause of your
Why
injury?
do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Oh. What really happened?
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why the lie?
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Surgery could help you.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
What? Hold on. Where's the load? Where's the load button? Let me redo that. Return to main menu. I wonder if I can. Please let me do that again. Please. I wonder if I made it. All right, so we know nothing else that way. Oh.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Personal questions. You have nothing new
I'll
to tell
leave
me.
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening.
Why do you...
I wasn't.
What really
Tell
happened?
me,
I went.
did you...
No.
Why the lie?
lie?
Come on.
All right. I thought that was the option, but he's not interested in being healed. I know for a fact that's not going to be the answer. I don't know what the answer is, but it's not that. I don't even know what the question
you
is.
can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive for these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Hint lost again. Are there others I've had a hint lost? All right, so he is very much Pippa saves beds or for patients who can pay. Our couple. I mean, killing him would be. Oh, but he's a merchant, so that's probably not the wisest idea. Does it just show on him? That's the doc. It does. Okay. All right. So obviously that was not the answer either, which is unfortunate. Unless I goofed beforehand. Midnight in the Garden. Oh, this shows the side quests. Oh, I like it. Of this citizens is largely influenced by their health and the number of hints you gathered before embracing him or her. So I'm never going to get this. I've already lost. I think it's saved. I think it's saved, and I was trying to do something, like trying to.
Good evening, Mr.
I was trying to escape scum and it didn't work.
Why do you...
I wasn't.
Tell me.
I went.
Did you...
No.
Why
Come on.
Beauty is not
Beauty
everything.
is not everything, Mr. Elwood.
Says Mr. Pretty Face.
Why lie about it?
Come on.
Beauty.
Says Miss.
And I can't get that last one because I locked
Goodbye for
him.
now.
I'm locked out of it.
You disgust.
Oh, hey, look, there's that saving icon.
Daily routine.
Okay.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Okay.
Damn.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Do not cough in public. I'm trying to remember when germ theory was really, like, understood. quote unquote.
Good evening.
And good evening to...
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Cool.
Good evening, Doctor.
She has no new hints.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening,
Alright.
Doctor.
No, I wanted to talk to your son.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Get out of my way.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing
Good
to
evening,
give the
Mr.
benefit of the doubt.
How painful is your throat?
Is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk.
Tell me about
Tell
yourself.
me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk.
You know, that tracked.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Never could keep anything from her. I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
No.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Doc.
All right.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I don't think there's anything new. Compared to last night. Compared to last time. Invisible wall. Bull.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you will be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Wow. District status serious. Rah, rah, rah. Oh, I see a guy. I see a need to leave. Actually, hold up. Nope. Ooh. But I want that. Because I'm here now. Boop. All right. Ugh. That noise is also disgusting. Ooh.
It's locked, all right.
Well, that's just... Oh. Long letter. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems to be flu. Seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry I did not take the time to quickly answer your last letter, but between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Peepa. Oh, you should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad. And Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit, and it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiance, and no, I'm not no slut, you moral bitch. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The Guard or Priven, something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Well, be sure to let others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, you come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. Hey! Just the woman we were reading about. Leaving the hospital?
Are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful.
Understandable.
I want more. I want to make things change.
Be proud of what you've achieved. Patients need you. This is unacceptable.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
You want to be more useful.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
Lost faith in your oath?
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
What about Milton?
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
Oh, she's maxed out. We're done with her. And Milton. You're both killable. All right,
Goodbye,
cool.
Nurse Hawkins.
I love how I stumbled onto that. That was obviously something I could have stumbled onto last time. But all right, so this is the morgue. Anything around here? Nope, not really. I mean, it's so weird to have the door wide open. When I think about things on like a tech issue side, it's easy to go, why isn't the streets more populated? You're in the middle of a major city. Even with the flu, you would think there would be people walking around, right? But it's 3 a.m. because we're a vampire. So it makes sense as a vampire that people would just not be, since we're running around in the dark, people are just not there. And the doors are all locked up because, you know, who the hell sleeps with their front door open? That just seems like a bad idea. All right. Into the morgue. You can upgrade your weapons using workbenches, which are available in every hideout. Nice. Ooka-dooka-dooka-dooka. The old morgue. District healthy. I mean, Clay's not doing well, but find some ferrous tartrate, some quinine, and some hydrochlorite. We're still early enough, I can almost call this tutorial still. Wait, what? Your health regenerates slowly over time. Oh, well, that's neat. Loading screens. Going all day long. Gonna make you go and walk away. Where the hell am I? Wait, what? Also, I thought I saw rats over there. Nope. Totally my imagination. All right, cool. Another loading screen. Rare ingredients. Be careful when you sell items, as some ingredients are hard to gather and may be vital for unlocking and crafting advanced recipes. All right. I did not like the sound of that scream. That makes me anxious. We got a glass vial. Do. 13. Oh, it's above. Got it. All right, that doesn't open. That's just the door. Okay. Anything in here? Man, I went from feeling all right to like super spooked all of a sudden. I don't like how things have developed. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of the spooks. Why am I spooked?
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
That's a sentence. Also, I don't know how to parry. I thought I did, but I apparently do not. Why is the morgue... You know what? I was going to ask a dumb question. I was like, why is the morgue full of dead bodies? And I realized the sentence as I said it.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Yeah, but do we want to go in the basement? That's the question. Oh, hi. Oh! Nom 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 nom. Smack. Hee hee. All right.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
I like having things proven useful. That is always a good thing. You know what? I know I asked, why would one want to go into the basement? Fully aware the game wants to send me to the basement. Dude, we are a vampire. Open the door. This is bull. This is lies, shenanigans, and pain. Going into the morgue base. Excuse me. I didn't see what was there.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not our blood.
Oh, that was a mistake. Get off of me. All right, cool. I know we watched one enemy go that way. I do like having bullets. Never mind the fact that I'm not using a gun. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh! Nom 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 nom! Nom 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 nom. That was the wrong button, but that works. I see the shiny. I like the shiny. Shinies are my friends. That's right, stay dead. Okay, this is just a washroom. A used listed knife. Blood absorb. You acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press Y to directly absorb blood.
It's locked, all right.
Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Press to open local investigations. Oh. Citizen investigations are displayed here and can be categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it to access your map. Oh. Which I've done this. Find out the cause of death. I have read the report of Dr. Trippett concerning the death of Samuel Connor. I'm not quite convinced right now, but perhaps I should conduct my own investigation to determine the patient's real cause of death. And it's currently being tracked. Race, Caucasian, male, age 39, unknown, address, home, or he was a fisherman. Type of death, natural. Possible cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus, induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Okay.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Open chest?
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Okay. What does that tell me?
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Okay.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Oh. Operated
puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Chest hemorrhaging.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death.
Ah.
And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Wow. Okay.
Tippett has made an egregious error. Tippett has made...
Okay. Cool. Anything in here? All right, so that's that body. That was the guy. Bloodsbeard. This is this room. Man, for a moment, I thought this was actual like person or something, and I was like, oh, then we got Mr. Shadow guy. No, that's just a model skeleton. John Doe. Sup, buddy? Whoa! Oh, he's got it. He's got a shadow clone. Ow! Here. Ow. Ow! Out of stamina. All right, John.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
I don't know, we did fine. It was a little rough, but it was fine. That was the wrong button. Oh. Watery rich blood sample. Oh, hey, we can. You have enough treatment components to craft a medicine. Treatment for fatigue. Treatment for cold, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Oh, light blood serum. Cool. Can I upgrade my scythe? No. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having. All right. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. Cool. Not a big fan of the whole. There we go. We're out of blood, but out of blood. How do I parry? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I still am not entirely sure how, but that's okay. The harder they fall. Okay. Okay, there was somebody who ran from me. All right, here's the news, boys. What? Oh, what's up with that? No, really. How do I parry? I will go nom 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 nom. Yeah? I have no idea. Like the timing of it, like it doesn't make sense to me. Is there like a tutorial? All right, so we got a couple of people with fatigue. All right. I like that those guys just had medical supplies. Just random chemicals on them. All right, so that seems like the back entrance, which is the way we were supposed to come in. This is clearly the front. As we load into another level. Some better skills work better in synergy with other skills. Try out different combinations and perform deadly combos. Interesting. Brook Hospital. All right, we could go do that. Or we can reach the pharmacy. We can go side questing and then interrogate everybody. And I'm a big fan of side quests. They come with loot and shinies. All right, so he looks a little bigger than me.
It's locked, all right.
Well, that's just rude.
Don't come closer, sir. Did you hear me?
Oh, that hurt. Ow! Oh, nom 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 nom.
Filthy piece of shit! Fuck is fast!
I love how it just does no stun damage. All right, so it looks like they have to be middle of their strike. Yeah, they have to be in the middle of their strike. All right, I don't get any more value from having you alive. Oh. I didn't mean to.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, that one's on me. Sorry, dude. I saw a button and I was like, must push buttons. Sorry, John. Anyway. Let's see. Ooh, shinies. I like it.
Best stay back, sir.
Yeah, see, the problem is...
Right now!
I'm leaving. I'm pretty sure the only way for me to get to the pharmacy is to go up that way.
It's locked.
I feel like... Boop. Smack. I feel like this is a way we came to get to the hospital. Yeah.
I cannot enter.
This is like the canals that we use to get up to the river or up to the hospital.
Are you deaf? It ain't human!
Oh! Alright, I just... Oh my god! Wow!
Pay for this!
Oh, oh!
Hit it down!
There we go! Finally! Oh! He walked into the classic vampire trap. Wait, how are you still alive? I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from throwing yourself at me. There we go. All right, the numbers situation took its toll, but after that,
Die,
no. How about num 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 num? That sounds better. All right, I'm getting the hang of it. You. Okay. Also, we got some good experience from that. So the pharmacy is that way. I love how it's like, oh man, I could go for some blood. It's a shame. It's such a terrible thing. Like, yeah. It is. Unless they hit me first. And at that point, you know, all bets are off. Because, like, I apparently do not know the definition of the word mercy. And nom 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 is, in fact, apparently some of my favorite choice of words. Limehouse stock. I mean, I just wanted to open the door just to make sure the door is open. Poplar Faubourg. I need to go that way. All right, they're both immune to shadows, and they are substantially tougher than me. Get out of here with your shadow clone nonsense. Ow. Oh my God. Ah! Oh, this is bad for me. Oh! Oh! I was so close to having murdered him, despite the fact that he was like over double my level. You have been defeating. Suffering is part of the immortal condition. You will the pain will never stop. All right. I think I could take him. The problem is we're definitely entering this fight at a disadvantage. Hey, give me some nom 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 nom. Whoa. Oh. No! Oh, come on. I got... Ow! Oh! I think his shadow is bugged, which is totally in my favor. Oh no! And I'm in trouble again. Oh, that was bad. You know what? Can we run away? No. No, we could not. Oh. All right. Trying to take on a level 14 enemy at level 6. Maybe not the best move. Maybe not the best move. But here's the issue. I've played Dark Souls. I have beaten Lies of P. Sekiro has been mostly beaten. I just didn't defeat the final 2 bosses. I can win. Oh, I'm sorry. I said he was level 14. That was incorrect. He's actually level 16. Oh, God. Wow, the level 14 guy just put me down. Just knocked me down. No hesitation, no sympathies, just down. All right. I think I've learned from the error of my ways. We will try going around. A rogue scowl, that's still significantly higher than me. Why? Yeah, you owe me. All right, that one's on me. Okay, that one's also on me. Really? I have no idea how to master this timing. It's off. It's off in a way I can't explain. I was out of stamina. I couldn't do anything. Bam. Bam. The problem I'm running into, I want a parry, which is what the two-handed weapons are supposed to do, but I can't figure out the timing. Which is super annoying. So let's switch back. Yeah, I wish I could tell me more about. So, attack speed and stamina reduction. You want attack speed up and stamina down. All right, let's try this.
It's an H.
Oh. Nom 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 nom. Hi. 20 and nom 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 nom. Oh, bam. The thing is, I like the idea of the parry. I can't figure out how to execute it. I see you. Oh, you're a wiki. You're a weak boy. Whoa! He got a good hit on me. Ow. Hi, you owe me some health. Oh. I ran out of stamina. Oh, that's bad.
I'll send you back in the fucking grave!
Oh. Just by biting. Nom 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 nom. Oh. It does actually. Biting somebody does in fact heal me. I didn't realize that. Well, that's good to know. The door has been unlocked.
Listen to what the idiot had to say first.
Really? First guy I've seen outside in forever, and all he's got is no, I can't talk to him. All right, so you're the tougher one. All right, take advantage of the animations. All right, that'll give me a chance to recover my stamina and also heal a little. Oh. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. There we go. And nom 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 nom. Well, that was awkward. Cool. And then we recover a little bit outside of fighting. We got 1 coin. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Where is the endangered citizen? Oh, God! I'm still alive. Neat. Well, I was still alive. That didn't work. If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Yeah. Yeah, it got real tempting real fast, didn't it? Going, we can get some easy EXP.
Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
I am just apparently determined to pick a fight with those much bigger and much stronger than me. Nom 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 nom. Wow. All right. Between the massive amount of blood loss, all right. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Bull! I hit him. Mine. What? There we go. Really? Earl. Damn it. There we go. Oh my God. All right. So last time we got drastically outnumbered Really? Hi. All right, gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh my goodness. I hit A instead of B. There we go. Ugh.
And I will show you how a wet boot does business. What are you people, huh? You are getting here. Get out!
Oh, that's bad. What? He recovered almost his entire health bar. How? How is that fair? He went from nearly dead to fully healed. And he took me out. Granted, I was already in a weakened state, so, you know, that was not unsuspecting.
Fool. Heartens me to know you can't see me. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you a vigilante?
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
You are a concerned
So you're
criminal.
a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Do you need medical help, sir?
I feel fine, Dr. Reed.
That was not the button I meant to push.
Are you some kind of...
Something.
What is
So,
your...
Tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Booth may be in love with Edwina Cox, but she is the true leader of the gang.
What can you tell me?
Things ain't...
Well, you're not...
Yeah, well...
More of...
Personal questions. All hints locked.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
These parts will be running completely amok.
Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
I'm sorry, what do you got?
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Okay. So she doesn't really have anything, but that's cool. Whoa, I didn't mean to.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Doctor.
Tell me about your work.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite a blunt woman.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not
interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Recently killed a man in retaliation. Okay.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Thinking of somebody in
You
particular?
sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Is it not a little excessive?
Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
All right. Your feelings about...
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that... I sense a soft heart.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
Well, about the man
Tell
you
me
killed.
about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
No issues of
And
conscience?
your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
What happened exactly?
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened? But you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
Oh.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
All right. Hey!
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Diseases. Press right bumper to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing a citizen will increase his blood quality, and you will reward you with XP. The health status of the district will also improve.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Let's...
I will see you later.
So he's got fatigue, and I only have one cure for fatigue. What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why drink so
Why
much?
do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Don't you work at all?
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Anything
Is
you
there
like?
anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to
No
rejoice?
reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right, go on.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Anything you like about this district?
Is there anything...
How dare...
Why are you so
Why
cynical?
Are you so...
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No
Let me tell...
Another time.
Another time, perhaps. Is there anything...
How dare...
No
Let me tell you...
All right.
If you...
What kind...
It was...
You...
I've lost...
I'm...
It's okay.
Is there any...
How dare...
You must have had dreams
Surely
when you were younger.
You must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Wow. The world is that bad, huh?
Do you think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Okay. Tell me about your anarchistic youth.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
You believe in a bloodless revolution?
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
You still see your
Do you
comrades?
still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
That's sad.
Goodbye.
You're sad.
Delaney.
You make me sad. Okay. Anything new at the bar? We somehow found our way back to the bar. Not that I think it matters much, but... Okay. Nothing in there.
It's locked.
Okay, they're not talking. They're not available to talk. Fair enough. Oh. All right, how do we... Perfect. Can we level up? Because God knows I need it. Increase your life regeneration when using bite in combat. Increases the damage. Oh, by double? So from 25 to 50? That's pretty dope. This requires level 10. Level 1, level 1. Can we level this up? Level 8. God. I do like the idea of blood barrier, especially with the amount of beatings I take. But more health. Oh, that was 600. Oh. Oh, I made terrible mistakes. I stand by it. All right, so we got to level 8, which is a little better. Forgot to confirm. The following night. Major district events. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade. It also may be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. If a district's health status drops below critical, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide a district's fate. What? All right, no one I know got killed. But this district is not doing well. I didn't think it was going to actually advance time. We need codeine to cure a cold. We can get fatigue. We got 2 fatigues that we know of. And then 2 fatigues over here. So 4 fatigues overall. I think we're good on leveling this up. I think this will be fine. Add 3 stun points when the weapon hits, or decrease stamina. Well, the stamina isn't very much. But 15 to 18 is actually, ironically, a notable upgrade. So I get the feeling we'll replace it. Now, we're currently using this. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade this. Okay. That actually kind of scared me. All right, who all needs it? Edwina and Dyson. Oh,
Good evening, Mr.
What?
Inebriation aside, do you need...
Yes.
Take
You have
this,
medicine.
then. And perhaps you could try to slow down...
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Goodbye, Mr.
So we don't want to level up much.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm still Tom Watts.
Do you need any help?
I'm all right, Dr. Reed.
Good. That's... Sabrina seems really fond of you.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Oh. About this part
What
of
can
town.
you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
Huh? How can you
How
keep
is
this
it
place
you
open?
can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Antagonist point of view?
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead?
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Is there anything I can do?
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Oh.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
You're Sabrina, right?
Evening, miss.
Well, I never.
Yes.
That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor.
About the docks.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Oh. Cool. Why not go then?
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
What about this pub?
Place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
Huh. This bar is neutral territory?
This bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss seems to be
Your
quite the
boss
negotiator.
Must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Alright, cool. What's your feelings for your boss?
Tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Who is mocking you? Well, does Tom love you?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Who's mocking you?
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Where are you from?
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
I don't
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Sorry if I worry you.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Oh. Cool.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
All right. Well, I'm kind of sad that I had a man die. All right. Let's see. Come up with the gold diggers. She has fatigue. I can actually treat that. Oh, I was looking for a side quest. Retrieve some gin bottles. Again, he died. He died on me. Where is it? Oh, it is. Oh, it's another district. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Search for Thoreau's order. It's still that way, huh? All right.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again.
How are you? You are sick.
Can I offer you my medical help, Miss Cox?
Giving out for free. You'd make a poor businessman, Dr. Reed.
Give medicine.
Perhaps I would. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you. But don't expect me to owe you anything.
Can
Let's
I
trade.
see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
I have 177 coins. Now I'm pretty low. I don't think any of that's gonna matter to me right now. So cool, thank you.
Without the wet
You again? What?
things straight, these parts will be running.
You have a cold. I do not have the means to help you. About the man you
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Someone will kill you.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
And may you still be alive the next time I look for you. I feel like I've gone from one level of difficulty to the next. Ow. All right. I didn't realize I was low on energy or oh! Fuck it. Num 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 num. Oh, that was bad timing. These guys are just annoying. All right. Nom 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 nom. Yum nom nom nom. All right. I almost feel like I would have been better off getting less stamina usage. Instead of that slightly more damage. I thought the damage would have been bigger and had a more meaningful impact. I was wrong. All right. Stamina system, a bit weak. I don't like it. Stamina has consistently been a problem. All right. Oh, good. We maxed out. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I need the health. Wow! He still just like one-shots me. That's ridiculous. That is still unnecessarily harsh.
Someone's playing a right strange game, and I'm gonna find out who.
All right. But that being said, I do think all right, cool. Ooh. I'm sorry. What? There we go.
Fuck, he's dead! Die, vermin! Shit!
There we go. All right, cool. Nom 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 nom. How is he so tanky? Oh my god. All right, so this is where we walk back into the danger zone. Cool. Ow. Oh, come on. Oh, God, camera. Oh! Yep. Saw that ding coming. Does he just like resist my like stun? I saw the words resisted a couple of times. Which would make that make sense. Also, hi, I need some nums, please and thank you. All right, thank you. Wait, you're not dead? How? There we go. Oh, he keeps doing that. There we go. Come on. All right, that was bad. Alright, come here, you. Oh, God. All right, come here. I just need that little bit of nibble. There! Woo! Okay. Screw that guy. Dr. Strickland's list. List of substances and ingredients. Medical opiums, sodium hydrochloride, and potassium permanganate.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Okay, but it's shiny. Surely that means I can grab something here. Really? Okay, well, that's that quest. I gotta interrogate them, but I need to find out who's spying on our vampires. And preferably get some murders along the way. I mean, some experience along the way. Hey, look, walking bags of experience.
We have to stop it!
Hey, nom 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 nom. Hey, some more nom 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 nom. All right, come here, you. Ow. I accidentally killed him with the stake. Oops. My bad. Also, it seems like the experience you get from killing enemies is virtually nothing. Like, I would have thought feeding on the enemies and killing them would actually amount to something.
Don't come closer, sir.
Dude, I need to go that way.
Stay away. Leech spotted. Watch out, boys. Let's see how it likes a bit of fire.
I don't like the fire.
No!
I'm hungry now. You made me hungry. It's all on you. This could have been peacefully resolved.
There's one of them.
Ow. Ow. Oh, that's gonna suck for you. I mean, it's great for me. Wait, do these guys not even give experience? They gave 30 experience points. Just 30 experience points. That's it? That's like nothing. I thought this whole time.
I cannot enter.
I guess that one's on me. I did make the mistake of falling into the belief that I didn't need experience from eating people. Because I wanted to be a good man and also strong. And I'm like, you know what? Eating my enemies is not nearly as big of a deal. But I have made a terrible mistake. I have fallen into foolish thinking. I do like how I am just this random doctor running around in an epidemic infected place. And no, in the middle of the night, no one asks any questions. Everyone's like, yep, no, Doc's Doc's doing things. Don't ask questions. All right. Why do I have a feeling you're just a weird creep? To our vampires.
Dr. Reed. Please show me what you... Of course.
Oh, we've got opium.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then...
I mean, I love the really sad environment. I mean, okay, look. The environmental work team, they did wonders. That's what I'm trying to say. Find out who is spying on Thelma. I'm not seeing anybody. I am seeing some blood. Hey.
It's a leech! Kill it!
Dude, I have killed bigger guys. You're not even in the challenge list anymore.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
25th of October from Garda Perwin command post to East End patrols. Object: Vampire Activity Hospital Survey investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiring in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. Find a local command post. And kill them all. I mean, but she is not. She may be crazy, but she's not completely crazy, is what the game is saying. Holy shit. Please don't see me. We went hard in the wrong direction.
Stupid beast! It's mine! I'll take it!
All right, we want to get rid of the little guy. Ow. Look, between the lack of blood and the fact that biting heals me, you're gonna have a bad time.
Fuck, he's dead!
Hero. Again, with that whole, we've got gaps. Ow! You hit me. Join the ranks. Would you like to know more about the Royal Fleet? No. I'm good. It sounds like a bad place to be. I like how I just came up. All right, just a little snack.
I have this thirst for blood.
Do you? Is that so?
There's more and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year. When did you jump? Get them weapons ready! We found one! Oh Christ!
Ow. Now listen here. I'm gonna need you to stop. Nom 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 nom. All right. I saw you, Shiny. Neither of you dropped anything. Whoa, what the fuck are you? All right, need to get back. I don't know what. You're a werewolf. Oh my God, I found a werewolf in London. Who could have seen that coming? Ow. He hit like a truck. You're dead. Just die. Just die. I want to know why everything is so much higher level than me.
It's locked.
Like, please don't see me.
Step back, sir.
I have stepped back. And it's upsetting that I'm not getting that much in the name of experience. Like, I understand I picked normal difficulty and that was kind of the point. But like, whew. Oh. Okay. There's no way for me to get to this here. I have to go back and down this alley and to the left. All right. Well, that's... And I haven't met anybody in this district yet. Yep. I went a little too far. Aha. Ooh, we don't want to do that. The district will fall faster if we do that. That was the wrong button. Ow! All right, listen. Listen. Listen here, Linda. Ow! Alright. We got some blood action going. Wow. Massive dick move. There we go. Ugh. And again, only worth like 15 experience. That's such a low amount. I'm getting the feeling I have to I'm sorry. Level 16 and 17. Oh man, that hurt. Okay. Whew. All right, I need you to give me some more blood. All right, some more blood would be helpful. Ow. I ran out of stamina. Okay. I think he's gonna die. Yep, he died within that. Which is fine. A little disappointing, but that's fine. I just want to know, I am taking on enemies that are twice my level. I am getting seriously gypped. And just proving that I am an amazing player. I'm level 8 and these are level freaking 16. Who's winning? The underdog. The amount of times I've lost, though, is a little higher. Large box of pills. Hi. Here's the problem. I need you to bleed for me. All right, cool. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. A used Prywin steak. Shortly after I upgraded mine. And it's just by default starts off a little bit better. This hurts. Report about Pembroke. Sir, having observed Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, we can confirm vampire activity there. First, we now have proof of the presence of the female leech inside the hospital. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. I personally sneaked into the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her blood is decaying. But it gets worse. The administrator of the Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea. According to our team lead, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against the skull by the canal, he may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires. Protected by those blood traders of the stole? We don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly and get with reinforcements and heavy gear. Alright. Reassure Thelma about the spies. You guys owe me some massive experience. That's all I'm saying. Or I'm gonna start eating some bitches. Because, like, that Nurse Hippa, she looks awfully delicious. Oh, right. That's a biggie. I ain't winning that fight. We've tried, we failed. We're good. And he is resistant to pretty much everything I can do. All right. Hey, you.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Yeah, your drug provider is gone.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing.
Probably
All
dead.
I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Huh. About the secret tests you run.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
I feel like I just encouraged him to do terrible things. But...
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month?
A year! You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
All right.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Admittedly, I was out for a long
You've
time.
worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
All right. Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in a room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
You have some fatigue.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Give medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How's your life in London? Nothing new about you. Personal questions. Nothing new about you.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
All right.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
The thing is that I know for a fact.
We may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Who's that way out there? Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you a massive XP boost. And look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Who is she? All right, let's talk to you.
Good evening, Doctor.
Personal questions. Tippett's miracle error.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
I understand what you did.
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett's.
The harder they fall. Investigation updated.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Where's our good doctor? So I mean, he's not a good person, and I don't think he's gonna do anything that's gonna make us any worse of a situation. So I kind of want to eat these two. Because, like, she's not feeling it, and he's not feeling it. And them running away wouldn't even be the most unusual elements.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable...
I definitely can't afford that. Oh, I'm broke. Oops. The thing is that I don't know if eating them...
There again.
All right, where's our vampiress? There she is.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
About the men tracking you.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
Oh, I do not have the strength. Tell me about vampires.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You could be in danger.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Oh! I got it all. Cool.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Can I memorize you?
Mr. Elwood.
Evening.
You have nothing to give. I don't think killing you is going to be a problem.
Time has lost its effect on me.
I'm going to go num 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 num. I just need to find a... Oh, and there's a blood trail. Perfect.
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, God.
That doubled my experience. And I'm pretty confident he's not going to do anything useful. Thelma!
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need.
I'll leave you, Miss...
Alright, I am going to do a terrible thing. But I've already done one terrible thing, so...
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr.
I'm pretty sure it takes me to the closest place where I can safely eat them. Nom 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 nom. Again.
All I
I feel
wanted was
bad.
to go back to work, to take care of my children.
Yeah, I'm not claiming to have that moral high ground here. But the thing is, yeah. He was barely allowed the freedom to wander the hospital. He built up resentment, finally spilled out when I killed him, and his last thoughts spat on fairness of the world. You got 1,000 experience from this soul. Mr. Eldwood stayed in a contemplative state until another of the long-term patients visited him. His guest was Thelma Howcroft, a mentally disturbed patient who believed she possessed the immortal body of the vampire, along with the bloodthirst that accompanied her delusion. Mr. Elwood saw her as a welcome distraction as she didn't care about his appearance. He played along with her mimicry and even let her drink his blood. He was much less willing when it came to giving himself to a real vampire. You gained 850 experience. She is worth 2,000. I want to eat her. And where is this guy? I know I found him once. Oh, hey, that's Rakesh, I think his name is. All right, do you got anything you want to say?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Strickland's chance. Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
You know what? That's fair.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk.
I wonder if he has anything he wants to say about that.
Doctor. And good evening.
Akron will...
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
Goodbye, Dr. Strick.
That's fair. We've got bodies. Now the question is, the question I have for myself is, do we kill the ambulance driver and the nurse? We definitely don't want to kill him.
Good evening, Miss Hutt.
I need blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark. Good evening, Miss Hutt.
I need blood, Doc.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark. Good
Nope.
evening, Miss.
I need blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the...
Okay. I almost feel like I should have played it on story mode.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
It's been 2 whole days.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. I might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a living paradox.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
No need to apologize.
There's no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
Uh-oh.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Okay. Letter of Rakesh Chadana. I said Rakesh, it's Rakesh. Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's open. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it's not the same as being a physician for the dead, as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my abilities. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Well, that is just all sorts of goodies. Rare species of vampires. As a scholar and of ancestral writings, I could never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about hidden or lost societies. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, we must consider the possibility of an undiscovered species of vampires and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals, based on what we know and what we have gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was a vernacular term for what we have learned to call Ikan, or Ekin? Until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that Volkods were a lupine type of vampire, we consider these creatures to be linked to the mythological werewolf. Now we know that is not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakshasa from my homeland? What about the Chinese Jangashi or the Haitian of southern Chile? Oh my god. Words are hard. And without even leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bat-shaped women sometimes seen flying around St. James Church in that? What about the creature only identified as a disaster in some obscure testimonies, which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague all around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter, sometimes described by ancient British Ekans as legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and could go unnoticed among the mortals and immortals? I tell you, my brothers, we never can be too sure of what we know, of what we could find. If only we could forget for a few minutes what we're supposed to already know. That's neat little lore. Warning letter. Dear Dr. Swansea, from Ackroyd. I must inform you that of my deepest reservations concerning Dr. Strickland and Harvey Fiddick. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. I mean, it's not a problem anymore.
Do you need some?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask
about your brotherhood.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Uh-huh. Don't you fear me?
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your wanderings.
Explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
About William Bishop.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe. Was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
Where do skulls come from?
How do skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
I'm not a fan of them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a skull?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Okay. About my
Since
condition.
you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
Oh? Will the sun is...
The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Ah. Must
I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
I mean, that's...
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand?
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect
What
of
do
me?
you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Ah. Is that all?
We'll see each other.
I was kind of hoping for more. Truth be told. Alright, so we got a little more dirt on...
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Good evening, Nurse Hawk.
Good evening.
Oh, she's level 3. I can't even eat
Goodbye,
her.
Nurse Hawk.
And I can't eat him.
Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Milt.
I guess that's probably for the wise.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about her.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself
Okay.
formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I'm glad to see you.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first.
Silly ferret. The
Swansea
ferret
has
is tiny.
explained.
I'm not
My
tiny.
Cover, if you prefer.
I'm just not
Uncompromised.
excessively sized. Should I be bigger? Should I be a bigger ferret? I'm incredibly tiny. How about now? Pocket-sized even. Well, how big do you think a ferret is? How big do you think a ferret... Better? How big do you think a ferret should be? Look, I know there's a bunch of streamers who have literally half the screen be them. Ferrets ain't pocket-sized? I mean, depends on the pocket. While they are made of liquid. I'm just saying. I think I am a decent size for a ferret. A little small, admittedly. But I also don't think... I think some streamers like get a little too big. I think this is about right. I could be a little bigger. Only pants that you know that could fit a ferret are the trip pants. Oh man, I haven't thought about trip pants in forever. Patients have been giving you trouble?
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best.
You have 4 pairs still? You should get looks. I believe you.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Yeah, evil to no nut Novembers. I mean, trip pants are so dope. I don't know about that. Then again, I'm not above wearing cargo pants, so you know, my sense of fashion is not any better. I have questions about vampires.
My boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering.
Cargo pants are dope too.
They're
just baby trip pants
to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
The cream of going up into trip.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion.
Whoa!
I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Is another vampire.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Why not solve it yourself?
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid.
Oh.
Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
It does. You know what? She's got a point.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Unless your control was everything dead. I mean...
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Oh, shit! Is it true?
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
It is only logical.
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I do love this music,
I'll
though.
take care of it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Why are we talking about this literally right next to a very ill man? I'm just a big fan of strings. Oh, hey, look, there's Clay.
At the same time.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. Interesting, one way or another.
You're working on learning chiptune? I couldn't do that, but cool for you.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
You know what? Respect. Gonna learn it and make custom music for the streams. Ooh, that would be pretty good. How's your hospitalization going?
How's your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the staff?
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane.
Oh, the joys of ADHD trying to learn too much?
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
About the man you pushed in the water?
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
Did he want revenge?
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Survival at all costs?
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
You almost died
there.
That
man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
You know, anger is, in fact, a very powerful motivation. How long can you avoid the law?
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We must all pay the price.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
A new hint. Clay had murdered the brother of the man who tried to kill him. Clay intends to remain a gang leader after his recovery.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better and...
Give medicine.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But
let's not
push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I mean, to be fair, you do look delicious.
I'll leave you for now.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people dying at the same
time. That's Nurse Brannigan. That's Milton and Pippa. I finished their stories. They're done. Sounds like you should just kill him now. He's worth more as time progresses.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Rumors.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such.
He's not here for that. About your medical error.
I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Nature of the mistake?
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was he?
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
I'll cover for you.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Good. But we also got plan after your resignation.
What will you do?
This man is old as shit, and he's done.
Have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
All right. Going num 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 num. Oh hey, the store's open finally. Why do you get a bed all room to yourself?
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please calm down.
Please calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Are you the blackmailer?
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm.
You're gonna lurk? Well, I appreciate you lurking.
Greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
You like gossip?
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Not about medical.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut.
Oh my God.
I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is
please.
Your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You...
Fine, Nurse Pippa.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Ah, must. They're all outside? Okay, you're not.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Strange man visiting
What can you
nurses?
tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fantasy tales.
She could have said the truth.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Miss Jones deserves
No
our
matter
help.
how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about the strange...
Let me guess.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. She doesn't have anything to really say. But she's been kind of a grouchy old bitch, too.
Good evening, Nurse Brennan.
Good evening.
Hospital staff with
Do you
criminal
know if
background?
any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
That is not an answer!
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Oh.
Goodbye, nurse.
Well, that was... Oh. Well, let's go do that real fast. Ew. All right. Treatment for headache. Use it to cure a citizen during a dialogue. All right, well, apparently we're doing a lot of recycling. Can we upgrade this? No. We could upgrade this. And it would immediately do better. I need tiny common handle parts. What does this do? Ironically, that's actually pretty good. This is just garbage.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
All right. So we did this. So we got to find Nurse Crane. But oh, we have to make a choice. Do we report or do we bring the medication? He's recovering. He's recovering. I personally killed him and him. There are 2 people around here I have not met. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the health status go down a little bit, but that's okay. I think we should actually report him.
I'm quite busy right now.
Rumors of blackmail?
Have you heard about
blackmail?
I know that you're a busy man, but I could use your help and advice.
The great Dr. Reed honors me with a request. What is it exactly?
Dr. Strickland devised an experimental drug for the Spanish flu that he asked me to manufacture.
You know what I think of fringe medical experimentation?
That's exactly why I want you to keep the result, Doctor. I made sure it won't harm anyone, but I'd like you to take care of it.
I see. Put it in my cabinet. I'll give you the key. I'll make sure no one uses this medication by mistake.
I'll do that.
Thank you for your trust.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Put the medication in the doctor's office. Which should get us in that room for the very first time. And I'm so now excited. What can we loot?
It's locked. Now that Dr. Ackroyd has been warned, he should make good use of this formula. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Really? Letter to Dr. Swansea. Despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of the recent case of professional misconduct inside the Pembroke. Nurse Brannigan has been found guilty of undeniable unprofessional conduct and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Under nurse circumstances, should a nurse diagnose and establish a prescription without at least informing the referent doctor about her conclusion? You know me, Edgar. I'm not against personal initiative when it's for the interest of all, especially during a crisis like the one we are facing, but we can't allow a nurse to perform a diagnosis and decide on a procedure to apply to a patient. The fact that said patient survived is no attenuating circumstance. It just means we dodged the bullet this time. I demand the strictest authority of this matter. Ooh, Nurse Brannigan breaking rules. Man, Nurse Brannigan, she's being naughty.
Good evening, Dr. Strick.
And good evening to you.
Have you heard any...
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better quit.
Because of your
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Wow. I maxed him out, by the way. Eating him would be an option.
Goodbye, Dr. Strick.
I love that the patient that they're arguing about on how to handle.
I'm quite busy.
I've already
right now,
in.
Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time.
Like, this man's already dead. I'm pretty sure I put him next to the morgue. That's how dead he is.
I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of them. Less resignation.
Who are you? Press L to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit distinctive glow. By looking at a citizen, you'll unlock a special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane.
We've dodged death so many times. Oswald, you can't just die. Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight.
Oh.
I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please,
literally just
calm
upstairs.
down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I
Great
can't
question.
go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
I mean... Oh God! Cher! Why have you betrayed me? Why am I so zoomed
Do you need
in?
medical attention, sir.
No thanks, sir. Unless you're able to get rid of every rat in London.
About yourself.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
About your
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Shell shock, gotcha.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Your friend's location.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now.
Thank you, Doc.
We're safe. Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Relatively well spoken. Alright, cool. Some vampire skills work better in synergy with other skills. Try out different skill combos and perform deadly combos. Okay. Poplar Sewers is healthy. All right, we'll take that.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
All right, that's where we came from. A rogue skull. Oh, hi. Nom 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 nom. Wow. Okay. Common barbed cudgel. It does some damage. Add 3 stun points or increase damage dealt. The fact that it just does Oh, it's a 2-handed weapon. Oh. I got so excited for a moment, and now I'm just back to disappointment. All right. Oh. Yum, nom, 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 nom. Talk and check on the panicking man.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and...
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newt... Yes. Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the...
Goodbye. You rescue a citizen. He will return to his district the following night. Nice. And we succeeded. We did good thing after good thing. I see this door. Let's go ahead. Oh, wait. That's an exit. Darn it. But you know what? This is a beautiful loading screen. I ain't hearing shit. Hideouts are often located in isolated places. Find them to unlock new safe places to rest. Solid advice. Is this also an exit? It is. Is there anything out this way? Nope. Okay. Wow, look at that. It's almost like I was trying to go into a direction I was way too early about. Enemies that I can handle. The Band of the Dragon. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful when they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I would like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Band of the Dragon. It seems that, in certain conditions, when the Brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immoral, they call upon him this ban. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure. But what I've established as facts is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire has threatened London, it disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Bansha himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Interesting. I mean, it's a nice little collectible. It gives a little bit of lore, which is cool. Oh, I didn't mean it.
This is despicable.
That was not what I meant to do, but that's fine.
What sort of creature is this?
It is a type of vampire. Hi. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I need the help. Oh, he's resistant against blood magic. My bad. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, this hurts. Nom 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 nom. All right, give me your blood. Wow! Ow! Why does he hit like a truck? Hi, I'm out of blood and I'm low on health. Well, okay, maybe not low on health, but... nom 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 nom.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
If you're sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
All right. Now, before we go start working on our wanton slaughter of Nurse Crane, hi. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Gonna get my nums. Oh my god. Hi. You're dead. Reach Whitechapel. Wait, where am I going? This way. This makes more sense. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think this is a solid position to say adieu. We have gotten our faces stomped repeatedly. We have hunted down pretty much. Is there any actual, like, yeah, we did all the investigations. He has an headache. Oh. Well, I'll deal with that another day. I mean, naturally, these two, they're both recovering. Tom Watts is fine. We missed a quest. Unfortunate. We accidentally did that without even trying. So yeah, I think overall we've gotten some good things done. Psy says as his head goes out of existence. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. Hit the like, follow, subscribe buttons, and you know the drills. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.